And welcome back to Hannity. We're on the road. We're in beautiful Orlando, Florida, with Senator Ted Cruz for the hour. Now also joining us, Carly Fiorina, who I got to know over this long campaign and come to admire. You made a big endorsement for Senator Cruz.
Well, I did, and I was proud to do it. You know, I'll tell you how I got there. It was before I even had a long meeting with the senator, and I live in Virginia with my husband Frank, and I went into the voting booth.
You decided right there in the voting booth?
Well,
I kind of like Ted. All right, let me flip this one.
No. Let me tell the story. So I see my own name on the ballot. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I think about all my supporters, and for a moment I thought, oh, you know, maybe I should cast a vote, not for me, but for my supporters. And then I thought about, why did I run for president? Because I think we need a real conservative in the White House. Because I think we need someone who's actually going to challenge the system. Because I think we need someone who's going to stick to the substance. Not talk about spray tans, not talk about body parts, actually understands that these are serious times and serious issues and they need serious solutions. And when I thought about all that, I thought, this is a man who I know the kind of nominees he's going to put in the Supreme Court. And let's face it, the Supreme Court hangs in the balance. This is a guy that I know is going to reform Washington, whether it's the IRS or repealing Obamacare or the Veterans Administration. And here's something else I know from personal experience. I have led change all my life. And when you do that, you challenge the status quo. It's actually what leadership is about. And when you challenge the status quo, you make enemies. It's part of it. It's why most people won't lead. It's why most people don't have the courage to challenge the system. So you know what? We're known by the company we keep. He is known by the enemies he's made. Good for him. Good for him.
You know, I said this to you privately, and I think I've said it on the air. One of the things I really admired about how you ran your campaign, and Senator Cruz, I think you would agree with this, I think you were one of the most effective prosecutors against Hillary Clinton and how bad a president she would be. So I think that's a big endorsement. Senator, I know you're happy about it. Is she on your short list for VP? Look.
You know what? Let's get him the nomination first. We keep jumping ahead here.
Well, it's my job to jump ahead. I get paid to do that.
Sean, I'll say this. Carly is extraordinary. I mean, she was a remarkable business leader. You know, CEO of a Fortune 50 company. That is a big, big deal. One of the world's most respected companies. And she ran an incredible campaign. She is a serious thinker, and you're right, she's standing up and fighting for conservative principles. I'll tell you, I'm humbled to be here with her and to have her support.
Let me throw a whole different question out here, because you know, I've had the honor of getting to know all 17 of you in a pretty intimate way, and I have deep respect. Trump is right about one thing. It's hard running for president. There's nothing easy about it. I know the long hours on the road and time away from your family and speech. You don't even know what city you're in some days. Let's be honest. So it's really hard.
It's Orlando.
Yeah, all right. I know, we're having a magical time. But
although I continually have nightmares of waking up in Orlando and saying, good morning, Cleveland. So it hasn't happened yet, but it
might happen.
On the road, there are moments where you worry that
there will be that TMZ moment for somebody. Here's my question. There were so many talented people along the way. If you do win the nomination, how many of those 17 people do you think you'd want to reach out to be a part of a unity government almost, and with the purpose of, you know, all these people that are out of work are suffering.
Sure.
All those people in poverty are suffering. All those people on food stamps are suffering. All the people that are paying 50% more for health care are suffering. Our country is suffering. Our kids are suffering.
Yes.
I don't like the trajectory of where we're headed.
Right.
Do you think that could happen, something that has never happened before? I think about that. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, I think one of the incredible things, you look at the 17 people who started. I mean, we had a depth of talent. We had people who were young, dynamic, charismatic, passionate, principled.
Bobby Jindal, Scott Walker, John Kasich.
Incredible leaders. Yeah. And I've said from the beginning, back when there were 17 of us, I said any Republican president would be a fool for the men and women standing there not to comprise a significant portion of the cabinet. I mean, we've got phenomenal talent. And what is important, Sean, is that we fix these problems, that we put in place leaders for whom it's not lip service.
Solutions.
Solutions to the problems, and leaders who understand we work for you. It's why I don't like Donald asking people to pledge support to him. This is not about us. It's not about a candidate. It's about the American people, and we need to pledge our support to you.
All right. Here's my question. You know, we've heard you last night. I've interviewed you a lot. I've gotten a lot of specifics from you.
Yeah.
How firm are these promises? Flat tax, wall at the border, your plan to carpet bomb ISIS, all of the health care repealing, replacing, and all these other things. How is there any room for negotiation, or this is your solemn pledge to the American people?
Listen, this is my solemn pledge. There are many criticisms that have been lobbed at me, but being overly flexible is not one of them.
I'll ask Mr. McConnell about that.
And anyone who stands up... Now, listen, there are areas on which you can have room for compromise. Marginal tax rates. If we sat down and battled like crazy and fought to reduce the tax rates and I couldn't get it to 10%, I'm going to fight tooth and nail for 10%. But if we end up cutting it to 12%, Reagan said, what do you do if they offer you half a loaf? Answer, you take it. I'll take 12%, celebrate, and then you come back for more. So there are areas in which you should compromise, but the key point, you don't compromise on principle. You don't compromise on the Constitution, on the Bill of Rights, on the Second Amendment, on religious liberty. Principle, you don't compromise away.
We'll take a break.